morning, and I told him, he said, why? I said, because, Terry, we've got an ice storm. Go back to sleep. Because that's where I was headed. Terry wouldn't let me go back to sleep. Terry jumped up, said, I've never seen an ice storm before. Well, first thing I know, we're dressed up as warm as we could get, and we spent the entire day walking around my neighborhood and looking at something that Terry had never seen before in his life, and that was ice on literally everything on the planet as far as we could see, and I'll never forget it, and I know he never forgot it.
That sounds like him. I've never seen one before. I remember a time, and D.A. was there. We were in Las Vegas at one of the Unite to Fight meetings, and Terry was supposed to give about a 5-minute warm-up waiting for Congressman Tom Tancredo to come and speak. And Congressman hadn't arrived yet, so I talked to Terry just before he went to the podium. I said, well, just stretch. I'll find out where he is. So I'm on the phone to Congressman Tancredo's staff. Oh, he's coming from the airport. He's in the cab someplace. I'm going, well, he's not here. So I went running out. Now, Terry's speaking, and for those that never heard him speak in public, he could absolutely, he froze your attention on him because what he said was just so good and so riveting and so strong. So I go running out through the lobby. There's nobody out there. They're all inside listening to Terry. I go running out in front of the convention center. There's nobody out there. They're all inside listening to Terry. And I see this cab drive by and Congressman Tancredo's profile in the back. And he goes whizzing by. I go running into the street, waving my hands. He comes in. He goes. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late. And I said, don't worry. I said, they're listening to Terry. And he got it immediately. And when we got in there, I gave Terry the signal. An excellent introduction to Congressman Tancredo. But he could go on. I mean, just the depth of the knowledge that he had, and the depth of the intensity of the feeling that he had was absolutely captivating. And he was always a pleasure for me to listen to and to be involved in anything that he did.
D.A., we certainly appreciate you taking your time. I know you're doing a lot of campaigning, a lot of work down there, and like you say, you weren't looking forward to it, but everybody appreciates your call. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm glad to be. My best to Terry's wife, Melanie, and the family, and I hope nobody forgets what a great American we have lost. And thank you for the opportunity, Chuck.
Thank you. And, Rick, we're trying to get all these calls in here. Let's go to Jerry, Victorville, California. Jerry, give us a minute or so here, would you?
Yes, George, one of our great ones, and Terry are the ones I knew, besides Glenn Spencer, who helped get this movement going on the illegal alien situation. Terry has been a friend of mine for years and years and years. And he always said, I'm not an African-American, I'm an American. He always was a red, white, blue American, always will be. For my personal aspect, Terry is like Lincoln's Gettysburg in 1863 when he made that famous statement. They gave their last devotion, they gave all their life on the cause and to his family. We are thankful for that. And for those out there who may not believe in the hereafter, I do believe in the hereafter. I believe I'll have a chance to see Terry again, along with George. I talked to Ray a few minutes ago. He's still kicking, 80-some years old. I believe this with all my heart. I know it to be true. I know also that this man stood by his standards, his principles. He never let them down once. And I always loved him for it. Keep him in your prayers. Keep his family in his prayers. But also remember this. Do not let the work slack off. No one will take his place. George has Chuck, who took George's place. But Terry will always be in our heart forever. And remember this. God be with you till we meet again. As a Latter-day Saint, Terry always said, if something was said against Latter-day Saints, Terry said, oh, Jerry from Victorville will be calling in. We as Latter-day Saints know that the resurrection does exist, and for those who don't believe in it, well, when you get there, let me know about it. We love Terry, we love his family, and we love Chuck for having this thing today.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Right now, a couple of minutes, let's go for Raymond Herrera with, God, I forgot the name of the organization. I just slipped my mind totally right there. We the People, I believe it is. Yes, Raymond, come on in here. You're with Rick Oatman.
Hi, Rick. Hi, Chuck. It is We the People, California's Crusader, and I'm weighing in to extend my deepest and saddest condolences to the Anderson family. And as far as Terry's concerned, I have never in my life met a public speaker like Terry Anderson. That man inspired me from day one. I met him in Washington, D.C. when I went there during the Minuteman caravan with the Minuteman. And Terry got up to the podium, and he had a piece of paper with there's probably nothing on it, but he threw it away over his shoulder, and he goes, "I don't need to write my speeches. And here it is." And I kind of styled myself after Terry. After that, I never again wrote a speech. But as far as Terry's words, they were penetrating, they were deep, and they were sincere. The most thing about Terry Anderson, he spoke the truth. He said it the way it's supposed to be said. This is our country. This is our culture, our democracy. And if you don't like it, get out of here. And to Terry Anderson, to me, he is, our general. He is the leader in the movement. His voice will be deeply missed, not just by me, but all of America and future generations of Americans to come forth. We will miss Terry Anderson. Like I said, there is no man that compares to Terry Anderson on the face of the earth. And if there was, it's not possible. There's no way to clone Terry Anderson. And the movement has lost a great man. We've lost a lot of mojo, but I'm going to dedicate every time that I go to the podium to Terry Anderson, his memory and his words, because he deeply influenced me. And
Well,
like I said again,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to say we're all out of time. We got to take a break, but I certainly appreciate your call, Raymond, and keep up the good work that you guys are doing. Just read about you today in the paper, and we're going to take a break. That is, we're going to come back, and we're going to wrap it up. And Rick Oatman, I'm going to let him go and tell you about a conversation he had about a movie. I think it was called The Network. Anyway, we're going to be right back after this.